So it's a new year and we're going into a new season of Teach with Joy. I'm super excited. Last year, diba, we talked about homeschooling, but this year we're gonna talk about parenting. And we're gonna make it very interactive and dynamic for you guys because we're gonna have special guests so that you can see, all of us are on this parenting journey together. So welcome to a new season of Teach with Joy, the Parenting Edition. Episode of this parenting edition, Teach with Joy, we're going to talk about how to prepare for parenthood. Yes, we have to work hard, but actually it really takes hard work to parent our kids. So the first couple that we're going to invite today is going to talk about how they started off in their parenting journey. All right, so today we have Marini and Gerard Pizarra. Today we're going to discover them as parents. So, obviously there's no school for parenting, diba?
There is
not. So, did you guys, there's books. So, were you guys the type na nag-research kayo? Or you talked to other friends who were already parents? How did you prepare for becoming parents?
So, talking to friends was not an option kasi we married young and I think in our circle kami yung unang naging parents. No? And yung books, marriage pa lang, nag-research na kami. Practical lang, like how to take care of a newborn, but not really how to raise a human being. We did not really research about it, but I think it's also very helpful to understand that everything is in the Word of God. So, doon kami mas nagre-rely on how to deal with, all our concerns, whether it's in our marriage or in parenting. So, doon, basically in the Bible talaga.
Iba yung experience ni Jan. Sa akin kasi, ang agwat ko dun sa bunso namin is 17 years. So, basically, I took the role of taking care of my brother.
What were some of the highlights for you guys? So you give birth to Rian, you're entering the parenting journey. What were some of the highlights that you remember?
Siguro hindi ko makalimutan yung umiiyak si Jan. Kapag umiiyak yung daughter ko, sabay sila umiiyak. Kasi nagkaroon siya ng
postpartum depression.
I had to protect my baby. Tapos I need to take care of Jan and appease her.
It's the emotional, the spiritual part as we see our children grow na medyo gets challenging. Did you face any of those challenges where you felt like, whoa, we didn't expect that?
Talagang the spanking was part of her discipline.
But medyo controversial yan for people today to actually think of spanking their child. So where did you get that idea that you would even use spanking as a form of discipline?
Pinalo ko ng magulang ko eh. Aluin ko ito, babawi ako. Hindi. Naniniwala ako na nasabi naman sa Bible, you don't spare the rod. So, kung i-explain natin yon, kailangan mong turuan na matuto to look up to an authority. So, better I have to teach you na not to do this again, to make this memorable.
So, what do you think was effective with Rian? How did she become an obedient child?
The long talks was more effective. Okay. I think it had more effect on her than the actual burst of discipline, yung mga burst of anger mo minsan here and there. Yung processing niya, hindi instant.
Reflective.
Yeah. So you have to explain to her and then she will ask for facts, and mga yung basis yon. She would.
So I think what we're hearing is that the truth is, children are all different, right? We follow the Bible principles for the fact that we have to train them to be obedient, to respect authority, and we have to follow through with discipline, and we really look at their hearts. Kaya lang, minsan yung approach per child we learn that along the way also. I think that's what I'm hearing from you guys, because you prepared.
Yeah, we
You
did.
read books. You studied the Bible.
Yes.
I think you were good parents, beginning.
I hope.
But in the process, as you saw challenges, then you responded accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were to give advice to first-time parents, looking back, what is the most important thing that they need to know as they're about to have their first baby?
So tingin ko they have to figure out the why first. It's not experimenting. People go to yung marriage and having kids, experimenting. Tingnan ko na lang what will happen. Yung mga ganitong bagay. Hindi sila prepared. So I think alamin nila bakit gusto nila magkaroon ng anak.
Yeah.
And you have to put a plan. Siyempre, lalagay mo din yung love mo, provision,
Time, effort.
Oo.
So, thanks guys. I think we picked up a lot. Thank you. Thank you for your time. And
Thank you.
I really learned from that interview also. And I realized whether you're a first-time parent or you're a long-time parent like me, when we think about parenting, when we're preparing for parenthood, we need to really think long-term. Hindi pwedeng like, okay, I'm pregnant, I'm gonna give birth to my child, it's gonna be super exciting. The first stage kasi super exciting yan eh. But the reality is our parenting really has to be long-term. So as we close, I want to share with you this Bible verse. In 1 Samuel 1, verse 27 to 28, where Hannah said, I prayed for this child and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I give him to the Lord. For his whole life, he will be given over to the Lord. And he worshiped the Lord there. Ang matutunan natin dito is that, at the end of the day, all our children talaga, we need to give them back to the Lord. Because yes, we want to parent them a certain way, but as Gerard and Jan shared, it cannot be about ourselves. We cannot parent our children for our sakes. It really has to be parenting them to really glorify God, to be children who will follow God and honor Him. So I hope that encourages you guys, that all of our children, at the end of the day, remember, it's a heart thing. We need to dedicate ourselves first to the Lord as parents, and then we dedicate our children to the Lord as we parent them. God bless you guys.